Well, here we go again, folks. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, or at least when I heard it. And I'm out. We are out. We were actually trying to get something to eat. And this came across my feed, shared with me, another insider with kind of the news that we've all been waiting for. And I couldn't wait to bring it to you. So I'm going to get you guys started here. And then we're going to wrap this up when we get back to the house. And oh yeah, for those of you who have been asking, I can show you more of what the entrees look like. So today we ended up with Mediterranean chicken bowls, and I went with the cheeseburger. Granted, because of obviously my severe food allergies, I decided to opt out of the Mediterranean and whatever spices or seeds or anything that could be mixed in there. So there's that. So for those of you who are interested, here, have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. The moment Democrats swore would never come to pass just did. Chuck Schumer's political stunt, his so-called shutdown strategy, has officially blown up in his face. President Donald J. Trump just flipped the switch, and he unleashed what insiders are calling the shutdown slasher. Billions in blue state funding gone, pet projects, pork programs, climate schemes, union kickbacks, wiped clean off the federal ledger, guys. And the very same Democrats who thought that they could choke Trump into surrendering, they're the ones that are gasping for air right now. So while Chuck Schumer hides behind the podium pretending to negotiate, Trump's already moving pieces on a completely different chessboard. He's cutting off the deep state cash flow, using the shutdown to do what no Republican president in modern history has dared to do: take the knife straight to the bureaucracy itself. Now, here's the twist nobody saw coming, okay? The polling, the panic, and the backroom revolts prove it. It proves it all. The longer the government stays dark, the brighter Trump's numbers get. Democrats are in free fall. Even CNN cannot spin this one.
But it's a pretty calm, pretty tame day out here on the water in the harbor. It's quiet, and it's very peaceful out here. You know, this is actually really refreshing, considering the stories that we talk about, the news that we cover, the things that are happening all around the country right now that aren't quite as peaceful. I've got more that I want to show you guys. In fact, I came across a video that I caught a little bit of yesterday. I don't know if any of you ever heard of Doug in Exile, but he started this off, and it really piqued my interest. It caught my attention. And yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys, get your take. Let me know what you think. Watch this.
Okay, though I believe No King's Day is a stupid, trivial tantrum, it is all the rage today in the news. It probably won't be by Monday. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Part of why I'm happy is because the Democrats are doing this No King's Day out of desperation. They have nothing. Here, I'll show you. This is Chuck Schumer on Twitter. He says today's No Kings rallies are an affirmation of what America is about. If this clown, dress-up clown show protest is what America's about, this is what the Democrat Party's about. This is not, you know what America's about? Driving truck, driving screws, having a job, homeschooling your kids, eating fried chicken. It is not protesting dressed up like an inflatable frog, Chuck.
Well, the reference there of driving truck really makes me want to take this conversation in a completely different direction. We're going to save that for its own dedicated video of the Biden administration and Gavin Newsom allowing illegals to drive 80,000-pound tractor trailer Class A's, semi-trucks with CDL licenses that ultimately unalive people on the interstate. So there's that. But somehow, some way, in some corner of this country, American AF points out how liberals in Portland spent their whole night rollerblading around in circles outside of the ICE facility. Who has the time to do that? And what kind of protest is this? He says, I'm convinced nobody has a job in that city. Odds are a lot of those folks are making TikTok videos complaining about not getting their food stamps. Tim Sheehy updated from 2 a.m. Democrats spent the night reading poetry on the Senate floor. Capitol Police are being forced to listen to this nonsense while not getting paid. Schumer's stupid shutdown is reaching new levels of ridiculousness.
So at 2 a.m. here, leaving the Capitol, we're listening to floor speeches from Democrats who have closed the government, and they're forcing Capitol Hill staff to sit in here all night and listen to them read poetry while they're not getting paid. So not only are they now closing the government, but now they're forcing our Capitol Hill workers, our police who keep us safe, all of the pages on the floor to stay up all night listening to them read poetry because they think it's funny, because they want to make a statement. So not only are they not paying the government, now as the government closed, they are forcing all these good people in this building to stay up all night and listen to them read poetry. That's how ridiculous this shutdown has become. That's how ridiculous the stupid Schumer shutdown is. This is ridiculous. Let's get back to work. Open the government.
We are a democracy. Is this actually we're a republic? But even the idea that we don't vote and there's a king or something, this is not for debate, Chuck. We have no kings. I love how he's informing us, like, everyone, we all agree that we have a king right now. But I got news for y'all. There are no kings. Thanks, Chuck. Despite the fact that Trump has even said he wants to become one. By the way, Trump could want to become a king all he wants, and it would not make him a king, Chuck. Your party acts more like a king. Trump may, I really don't care if he even wants to be a king. I think he'd make a marvelous king, by the way, Chuck. And I don't think you'd even make a great senator.
Okay, so wait. Let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me the same party who's cool with little boys telling their parents that they want to be little girls and then providing them the resources for them to alter their minds and bodies to ruin their lives forever are somehow against a man saying he wants to be a king? I think we're going to need a much stronger word for hypocrisy, because I don't think that's going to cut it anymore.
I'll just point out the irony in Democrats holding the government and the American public hostage over a healthcare system that they created. The healthcare system was called Obamacare. Why? Because Democrats and President Obama implemented. And Republicans have always said it's a broken system, yes, but they caused it, and now they want to shut down the government to fix it. We need to open the government, and then we can have these very important conversations about healthcare.
It's wild. It's crazy. I think now the Democrats have even gotten to the point where they don't even listen to themselves speak. They're not even listening to the words coming out of their mouths when they're talking, because really, if we want to break it down in simplest form, they're talking out of their ass. They're lying, not even through their teeth anymore. And, probably the worst one of it all being the East Wing ballroom coming out of taxpayer money, which is a complete and total farce. So there's that. Gavin Newsom, he's just got a hard on for President Trump versus actually perhaps maybe just considering for a second being a better governor to the people that he serves. If he even wants to have a chance at running for president, people aren't going to forget, and they're not going to want to vote to have that shit happen to him again. One of the other things that we may talk about in a future video is the chaos, the shakedown happening with the NBA. But if you guys want that, leave a comment, say NBA. We'll make a separate video so we don't get too mixed up or make this video too long. If you want more of that, a specific video, type NBA in the chat. But there's some good news, because it appears as though as we are inching our way towards perhaps maybe term limits, redistricting. Say goodbye to Chuck Schumer, but also say goodbye to a one Ms. Jasmine Crockett. But I tell you what, guys, the craziest story that I came across was this one here.
Hello.
She's at $23,000 already.
Where's she at right now?
You're watching a cryptocurrency scam caught in real time.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, I have the bank on the phone.
Okay, let me talk to who you're talking to on the bank.
I'm in danger.
Okay, stop putting money in there.
Fran Bates is loading tens of thousands of dollars of her life savings into something called a Bitcoin ATM.
And this one, I'm not even really sure which video this really fits into, but I thought, why not share it? Because I want to make sure you guys are in the know, well connected, and informed, and ready and prepared, saving you money by not losing it, by not having it taken away, stolen from you in one of these scams.
No, you're not.
And is one click away from losing it all.
Don't click, I'm done. Do not click anything.
Over the course of 2 days, a scammer convinced the 85-year-old her bank account had been hacked and she needed to put her money into a machine she'd never seen before for safety.
True. That's
it seems
exactly
so
what
hard to believe.
I know, and you think if you had to listen to it, you would wonder what's going on with that woman. Doesn't she realize what they're doing to her? No, you don't. It's a horrible, horrible experience.
Now, fortunately, that story ended on a high note, on a positive. And if you want to watch the whole thing, then I'll put a link down below in the description. You can check it out after this video. But someone said something to me the other day that really struck a chord. And they said that, Kevin, I really, really appreciate you sharing Chapter with me, because they feel like Chapter is a part of the family, a friend, someone that they can trust, and not some sleazy scumballs, snake oil salesman just trying to put them into something that's not going to benefit them and only is going to pad and line their pockets and give them the greatest commission possible, with AEP upon us and 2026 seeing some big changes for Medicare. So I appreciate the feedback, and I'm very happy, I'm very pleased, I'm very honored, I'm humbled to be able to share a Chapter with you guys. And I'm just glad that you guys are calling and taking advantage of the opportunity, saving money, and getting peace of mind. If you're turning 65 soon, or maybe you're already there, what's the one thing that keeps you up at night about Medicare? It's not just picking a plan. It's wading through a maze of options that could leave you paying hundreds more a year for coverage you don't even need. I talked to my aunt last month, who's been on Medicare for years, and she confessed she'd been stuck in the wrong plan since day one, overpaying by $2,400 without even realizing it, because the fine print was a nightmare. And get this, millions of seniors face the same trap every open enrollment, risking gaps in care or surprise bills that hit right when you need stability most. That's why discovering Chapter last year was a total game changer for her, and honestly, for anyone navigating this, because Chapter is a free advisory service that cuts through the confusion, helping seniors find the right Medicare plan tailored to their needs, their meds, their doctors, and budget. No sales pressure, just high quality, trusted guidance. They're trusted by thousands, with advisors who've helped folks save an average of $1,100 a year on premiums alone. Chapter does all the heavy lifting, comparing plans from all the major providers, spotting hidden fees, and even handling the enrollment paperwork, so you don't have to spend weeks on hold with insurers. In my aunt's case, they reviewed her setup in under 30 minutes over the phone and switched her to a plan that covered her arthritis meds fully, something her old one didn't. And what would have taken her days of research on her own, done, and simply and easily. And it's not just a one and done either. They check in yearly to keep things optimized as your needs change. If you're a senior feeling overwhelmed by Medicare or know someone who is, just give Chapter a quick call at 270-467-2426. That number again is 270-467-2426. They'll sort it out for you for free and no strings attached. All right, let's jump right back into this video.